Let the good times roll. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully, you're all having a good day. You're having a good week. Happy Friday. Hopefully, most of you have a long weekend coming up with Memorial Day being on Monday. Let's get right into it. All right. So, Yankees have been playing some great baseball. Yeah, there's been a couple of games that they lost that they should have won. It happens. It's a sport. Baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter. You win or you lose. It's just the way it works. It's just the way it is. All right. The Yankees just split a series with the Seattle Mariners. Should have been 3 out of 4, but things happen. All right. I think the Mariners are better than what was advertised. I know they have great pitching. Their bats are actually not that bad either. With a couple of more bats, they could be a better team. They could have been a bigger threat. But the Yankees still held their own. All right. They split the series. It should have been 3 out of 4. Things happen. Time to move on. They're 35-17. All right. They're 18 games over 500. To give you a reference, a season ago on this very date, they were 30-21. Okay. And let's be honest, a lot of us didn't really have a lot of confidence in the 2023 Yankees. All right. And even going into this season, some fans didn't have a lot of confidence because of injuries to Garrett Cole and guys like DJ LeMahieu, which, those two will be back eventually. So DJ LeMahieu, for those of you that don't know, he'll be back in the Angels series. That's on Tuesday, next Tuesday. All right. But first, the Yankees have to worry about the San Diego Padres. So the Yankees have a West Coast trip, and it starts with the San Diego Padres. It starts tonight. They have a 3-game set against the San Diego Padres. All right. The pitching matchups are going to be interesting. They're going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how it all plays out. All right. Tonight you have Carlos Rodon versus Yu Darvish. All right. Tomorrow you have Marcus Stroman versus Dylan Cease. And then on Sunday you have Clark Schmidt versus Joe Musgrove. All interesting pitching matchups. We'll see how it all plays out. As far as the lineups go, I mean, it's going to be pretty competitive, I would say. But I'm confident that the Yankees can hold their own against the San Diego Padres. I do think they could take 2 out of 3, but we'll see. Anytime a team travels from the East Coast to the West Coast, generally it's a little more challenging for them to win games, and understandable. And it's the same thing when West Coast teams travel to the East Coast. It's a little tough. It's a little bit of a tougher schedule. But I feel as though with the 2024 Yankees, it's a completely different team. The team chemistry, the dugout, the clubhouse, it's the positivity is real. Like this team does not give up, and they're all there trying to motivate each other as much as possible, and trying to play the best baseball that they possibly can play. All right. So again, they have a 3-game set against the Padres. We'll see how things play out. The pitching matchups are going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. So to give some good news about the Yankees, right? There's been a couple of players that, we have been a little critical of, all right? And I'll admit I was a little critical, but I was confident that, these guys would bounce back. So I want to start with Anthony Volpe. All right. Now, in the beginning of the season, he was hitting extremely well. His bat has been a lot better this season than where it was last season. I know a lot of fans didn't really have a lot of confidence in him because of how things played out last season. But keep in mind, he was a rookie. All right. He was a rookie on a mediocre team. He didn't have the best team around him. So he felt like he had to carry this team on his shoulders, and he was trying too hard. All right. This year, I feel like he's doing a much better job. As of late, he's been a lot better at the plate, especially at the leadoff spot, which some of us, we had a little bit of a concern of him being moved to the leadoff spot too early. All right. Now, to look at his last 7 games, all right, to look at his last 7 games, he's had 29 at bats, 3 runs, 9 hits. He's got a 310 average, an average of 310, 355 OBP, and a 414 slugging percentage. All right, so those numbers have gone up. He's been hitting the ball better. He's been a lot better at the plate. His defense has been good too. Yeah, there was a couple of misplays, but it happens. All right, so Volpe has been trending up. He's been looking good, looking a lot better at the plate. Hopefully this continues and he's settling into that leadoff spot, assuming that he's going to stay in that leadoff spot even when DJ LeMahieu comes back, which will be interesting to see how he gets plugged into the lineup, where he bats in the lineup. All right. So Aaron Boone already said that he is going to be the starting third baseman. He's going to be in the lineup. So again, we don't know where he will be in the lineup, although originally he was supposed to be the leadoff guy. But we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens when that time comes. All right. The other person that is worth mentioning, and it's the obvious name, has been Aaron Judge. Okay. A lot of fans were highly critical of Aaron Judge. Okay. Aaron Judge, yes, he struggled mightily in the beginning of the season, right? He just wasn't seeing the pitches. He was pitching. He was swinging at balls that he should have been swinging at. I get it. It was a struggle, but so many fans were writing him off. You know, they were throwing out these bogus claims of, oh, well, you know, he's worried about, you know, Juan Soto being there, and making other claims like Juan Soto is, you know, the real player on the team, or he's the real captain of the team, which I really don't understand how folks were coming up with these types of claims, but okay, whatever floats your boat. But I knew eventually he was going to come around. You know, at some point he was going to come around. It's not like this, you know, slump that he was going through was going to be a forever thing, you know. And yeah, he's generally a slow starter, but he's picked it up. He's picked it up, you know. And, you know, you look at his last 7 games, you know, 21 at bats, 9 runs, 8 hits, 4 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's got an average of 381, an OBP of 567, a slugging of 1,048. So, and his batting average as of right now is sitting at 276. Okay. His numbers have gone up tremendously, and those numbers are going to continue going up. He's going to continue being a contributor to this team. He's the captain after all. All right. I don't think there's anything to panic about. Okay. Even on this West Coast trip that the Yankees have coming up, right? They have the Padres to start off with. They're off on Monday. They play against the Angels, and then the San Francisco Giants. All right. I'm not saying that these games are going to be easy. You know, we'll see how the Yankees, how well they play. Again, I feel like against the Padres, they should be able to beat them 2 out of 3. The Angels, if I'm being honest, they should be able to sweep them, but you never know. And then when it comes to the Giants, I feel like 2 out of 3, right? Those are my predictions. I'm not saying that these things will happen. These are my predictions, but we'll see how it all plays out. Right now, I'm happy with the way the Yankees have been playing. They're going to travel west. They have some, they got some, some interesting games, some tough games coming up. But I think this team will do well. And again, this is without DJ LeMahieu. This is without Garrett Cole. This team is playing better than what we expected, right? We definitely did not expect this team to be 18 games over 500. All right, I talked about the bats. Now the starting rotation playing better than what we thought. You know, there was a lot of doubt about the starting rotation. The starting rotation right now, as far as the rotation goes, They have an overall ERA, and I had the number here, of 2.86. 2.86. And this is without Garrett Cole, their ace. Luis Hill has been on a roll. He's been the best pitcher in that starting rotation. After him, it's Clark Schmidt. All right. Clark Schmidt was a name that a lot of folks didn't have confidence in. I was one of them that said that he's going to have a great year, and he is. Stroman's been pitching well too. His last couple of starts have been good. Rodon, he's looking a lot better than where he was last season. And Nestor Cortez, he has his ups and downs. The thing with Nestor Cortez, he has to improve his pitching performance when he's away from Yankee Stadium. When he's at Yankee Stadium, he pitches exceptionally well. Let's hope he can turn around. And I'm curious to see what the Yankees are going to do and who they move out of the starting rotation when Garrett Cole comes back. If it was me personally, I would say Nestor Cortez. There are a lot of fans and some folks think that it could be Luis Hill, but I have a hard time believing that they would take Luis Hill out, especially with the way he's been pitching. You saw his game against the game against the Mariners when he outdueled Luis Castillo. All right, he outdueled Corbin Burns when they played against the Orioles. He outdueled Justin Verlander when they played against the Astros. So there's a lot to be said about Luis Hill. It'll be interesting to see what moves the Yankees make. I mean, these are good problems that they have. I'm not envious of it, but I like these good problems that they have because it just shows that they have so many options and they have so much depth. So again, we'll see what happens when these guys come back. Guys like Garrett Cole, DJ LeMahieu, what kind of moves the Yankees make. But that's all I got for now, folks. You all let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about the Yankees. Let me know how you all feel about this West Coast trip that's coming up. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Share this out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Any support you give to this channel is greatly appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. And if any other news comes out, I'll definitely let you know, and I'll see you all next time.